Last time on D&D, featuring Adrian Silverstrength, the human paladin, Morsus Firebeard, the hill dwarf cleric, Sophrenia, the high elf cleric, and Ragnarok, the Yazmir warlock. Apostrophe tells his companions about the war in the heavens that he has seen and how he sees the world completely different now. He explains that he has urgent business with the churches and he must leave, and departs without saying anything else. Tarn Bladesinger, the weaponsmith who had forged the magical blade Demonbane, he's now too old to be going out and adventuring. He gifts this magical blade to Adrian Silverstrength after seeing how the young paladin handled himself in the face of these waves of demons that had come to Spire's Edge. The rest of the party spends the next few days helping the town recover from these demon attacks. They help rebuild buildings, patch up walls, they escort the miners to and from the mines to ensure that nothing happens, and once everything seems on track, Adrian meets a high elf by the name of Sophrenia, who had been urged to come here through dreams and visions, her goddess Nifika guiding her. Prior to meeting Adrian, Sophrenia helped where she could, but after the recent demon attack, she knew she had to do more. When she met Adrian, she explained why she had come here, and the two formed a very quick friendship. She was introduced to Morsus, and together they searched for the companions Rex and Dick. Based on their descriptions, Sophrenia explained that she actually saw the two of them leaving Spire's Edge during one of the waves of the demon attack. A short while later, Ragnarok, an Yazmir warlock, introduces himself to the party, commenting on their fighting ability against the waves of demons, and he explains he had also been in Spire's Edge, but he was near the back, essentially helping the guards and farmers to fight off demons that were coming from them on that side, using his magic where he could to fight them off. He explains that it's no coincidence that he was here when these demons came, and if what he overheard from their companion Apostrophe before his departure, that there was some kind of war in the heavens, he was definitely interested in finding out more, and actually joins the party. A short while later, the party is approached by Thoris Blackoak, the dwarf who runs the Stone's Throw Tavern and Inn. He tells them that he needs their help, especially after he's seen what they can do against demons. He's heard news that his family, which lives a day and a half away to the southwest in the Blue Ridge Mountains, that something is going on with their water supply, but he doesn't have more information than that. He also explains that unfortunately, he can't pay them for the job because all of his own money is essentially being donated into helping rebuild Spire's Edge. But if the party is willing to help, perhaps his dwarven clan in the Blue Ridge Mountain may be able to pay them. Adrian explains before they leave, they still need to collect his reward from Mayor Barris Gravestone. So they approach the manor and they notice that there are two guards outside, and as they begin to speak with them, they notice these guards are behaving very strangely. Adrian also takes notice that these guards appear to be wearing the village armor over another set of armor. So as they push this and things start to get a little heated, the guards finally let the party inside, but as soon as they close the door behind the party finds themselves ambushed, and it turns out that these are not guards at all, these are actually brigands. And something is going on, but the party quickly defeats them and uncovers that beneath their armor that they wore from the village, there is a symbol of the broken hand. This is a band of orcs that is not known to be on this new continent yet, but they were extremely well known for their warlike reputation on the main continent. This is an ill omen if the broken hand is here. The party moves inside the manor and begins searching around, where they notice small footprints lead to a wall, and then beyond it, it just stops. Morsus searches around looking for a secret level, using his dwarven ability to hopefully find something. However, he fails to do so, so he goes to where these little footprints end and just begins hammering at the wall and eventually makes a small hole. Inside, it is pitch dark. He can't see very far, but his eyes clearly see a latch just inside that would show that there is a latch from inside to open this secret passage. So he sticks his arm inside to try to pull the latch, however, finds himself being stabbed multiple times. So he yanks his arm out, and Adrian basically runs up to the wall and starts smashing at the wall and makes a big enough hole. As he does this, he hears the sounds of little feet running up in the dark. Inside, they're forced to basically form a single line of formation. Adrian takes the front, next is Ragnarok, then Sophrenia, with Morsus taking up the rear. It's so dark that Morsus casts light on Adrian's shield, which helps light up this whole thing. So the party makes their way up these small little stairs, and these stairways are clearly made mostly for servants to pass, so that servants can move about the house without being seen. However, when they get to the top of this small flight of stairs, the shield illuminates the room and they see 14 kobolds with daggers drawn and ready. The kobolds put up a dramatic fight and do significant damage to Adrian due to their pack tactics, but the party is able to defeat them, leaving only one alive. Only Sophrenia is able to speak Draconic and speaks with this kobold and learns that the big man, as the kobold describes him, who is part man, part ogre, is the leader, and he is in this house. The party knocks out the kobold and opens the door that's up in this room, only to be surprised to be attacked by 6 assassins armed with scimitars and bows, who launch an assault having heard the sound of combat inside the servants' rooms. This attack manages to keep the party pinned down due to their accuracy. Morsus manages to actually run out of the room, and while the fighting takes place, another horn sounds and the assassins drop a smoke screen and quickly make their escape out the back window. The party hesitates, not able to see past the smoke screen, not sure if the assassins are just waiting there or if the assassins have actually fled. After a moment, when the smoke starts to dissipate, the party rushes through and they see that the mayor's room is a mess, and the mayor is nowhere to be found. As the party peers out this open window that's been smashed, they can see a rope that basically comes out from the top of the window down to the ground. Gazing out, they can see a wagon that is leaving, driven by what is clearly a half-ogre, and in the back is the mayor. And that is where we ended this session. I did make this encounter a little bit easier because this was Sophrenia's first time ever playing D&D. She actually knows the player who plays Adrian through World of Warcraft, and so when we lost Rex and Dick in the game, we recruited her to play and said play whatever you want, doesn't have to be a cleric, you can do whatever you want. But she plays a cleric in World of Warcraft, so I think that being her familiar thing that she's used to, she just thought that was probably going to be the easiest thing to play. The kobolds and the brigands, they were low level stuff, very easy to fight. This was my attempt. The rest of the party was already pretty much used to playing D&D, but I wanted to be able to make an easy fight and explain different things, like kobolds are easy to hit, but if you get them in a group, there's pack tactics that makes them very dangerous and stuff like that, so that she could have a easy low level type of encounter and understand the mechanics of D&D.